and welcome to this masterclass on cash management. I'm John Beck, the Banker's Technology Editor, and I'm joined today by Phil Cantor, Senior Product Manager, and Philippe Chambadal, CEO of SmartStream. Now, Philippe, financial institutions are, of course, all about money of pretty much every type, but some may not know exactly where all of their money is at every time. How can that be the case?
Well, a combination of factors. I mean, the first one is fragmentation of systems, fragmentation of business units, fragmentation of desk asset classes. So it's very, very difficult for a bank to get a single view of their positions and incoming payments and outgoing payments in a single place. On top of that, it's compounded by the fact that there's been a lot of merger and acquisition of banks. So obviously, if you merge two very large banks, you get a compounded effect. And the third one, which is even more critical, is a lack of automation in a space. And we see that in the marketplace, around 82% of treasurers use either manual processes or spreadsheets to manage their cash.
Is this because of a lack of data?
It's not like, if anything, there's too much data. What's lacking is the ability to collect that data in a single place and in intraday, or as near to real time as you wish, to have a formal representation of the instruments, and again the ability to cut across all the different business units.
Sure. Phil?
Essentially, a lot of the banks created many systems to handle stovepipe processes for particular product bases in the latter years. And what's happened since then really is that we've got a lot of transactions flowing around which cut across many of these different product types and actually cut across many banks. And because of that, when there is an error introduced in the system through one of the manual processes, the 82% that Philippe referred to of manual processes going on, there are errors which creep in. So banks spend a lot of time trying to patch over the errors instead of, and sometimes another alternative approach to that is to correct the error and get it back at source and bring in full STP throughout the whole process. So although most bankers would say, we can look after your money and we do know where it all is, and they're right, but at any one moment, they don't really know where it is right there in every cent, at every point of the day, in every country, in every legal entity, in every institution, because of all the issues that we've just been discussing.